Welcome. So today we are digging into something that is absolutely dominating the B2B space right now. If you're in sales or marketing, you have definitely seen the hype because this tool just hit the market and we are literally in the middle of a massive advertising boom for it. But listen, this isn't just a simple software review. We're diving deep into an explainer of what is honestly a mandatory paradigm shift for any high-performing agency or sales team that's still messing around with manual data entry. What we're unpacking today is Lineglo Scan, and we are going to see exactly why it's suddenly taking over. Let's dive right in. Seriously, I want you to really think about that question. In today's highly automated age, are your sales reps or marketing coordinators actually still sitting in front of a keyboard, manually transcribing numbers from a piece of paper onto a screen? It's honestly a bit absurd when you think about it, right? Every single minute spent doing that is a minute they are not closing deals, they aren't launching campaigns, and they aren't strategizing. That manual transcription just completely kills momentum in fast-paced marketing and sales environments. It is the primary bottleneck. Now, you might be thinking, well, hold on, we use a scanner. Okay, let's draw a really decisive contrast here. The old way, which is using traditional OCR, or optical character recognition, simply reads letters and numbers. And the problem is, it often gets them wrong. That leads to incorrect expense classifications, bad calculations, and ultimately a massively increased fiscal risk. Lineglo's smart solution takes an entirely different AI-driven approach. It doesn't just read. It interprets the document type, detects potential risks, and actually suggests whether the expense is deductible. This really gets to the heart of the modern challenge. Physical documents consume so much valuable time and create these huge administrative barriers. Whether you're talking about a field sales team out on the road trying to manage travel expenses, or a marketing manager tracking event receipts and ad spend invoices on the fly, paper is just a heavy anchor dragging you down. Transforming your smartphone into a high-performance digital capture device isn't just some nice-to-have luxury anymore. It's an absolute urgent necessity. Section 1. Your intelligent fiscal twin. When we look at how this operates from end to end, Lineglo goes way beyond a basic scan. It acts as a proactive co-pilot. It uses its fiscal radar to analyze everything, detecting missing data like tax IDs or dates, and it flags duplicates before they ever become a problem. It even has interactive tools where you can literally ask the AI questions directly about the receipt. It's basically a complete financial assistant sitting right in your pocket. Here is the exact phrase that separates this from the rest of the market, and I love this. A traditional OCR reads text. Lineglo Fiscal Twin interprets the document and recommends actions. This is the core differentiator, guys. This is the paradigm shift that is completely disrupting the traditional scanner market. You aren't just digitizing text, you are generating actionable financial intelligence. So, the absolutely crucial point is how well does it actually work? Well, 99.9. That is the percentage of data capture accuracy this system operates with. Nearly perfect. For any fast-moving sales or marketing team, that level of accuracy means your reps don't have to waste their time constantly double-checking their expense reports. That number right there is your anchor of trust. And that accuracy builds directly into our next critical metric, 0. That is exactly how many words your team will have to manually type per document moving forward. Think about the sheer volume of invoices a business processes in a single month. Now multiply that by 0 keystrokes. It's a game changer. Which naturally leads us to the ultimate benefit, 100% of manual transcription time recovered for the business. This massive time recovery is exactly why every sales and marketing agency is seeing ads for this right now during this massive market boom. You aren't just buying software, you are buying back 100% of your team's time so they can focus on high-value, revenue-generating tasks instead of administrative busy work. Section 2. Intelligence beyond text. Let's run through the powerhouse lineup of features here. First, the Fiscal Radar AI automatically analyzes the fiscal risk and deductibility of every single expense. Then it assigns a deductibility score from 0 to 100 so your finance team knows exactly which documents to prioritize for review. You've got the Missing Evidence Detector, which spots missing tax IDs or dates instantly, saving you from a total compliance nightmare down the line. There's Ask This Document, which is that contextual AI chat to get instant answers. And honestly, my personal favorite for protecting the bottom line, Advanced Duplicate Detection. It compares the vendor, amount, date, and text to ensure you never pay the same expense twice. This tech directly saves managers from costly, embarrassing fiscal errors. And for those of you running international sales or global marketing campaigns where diverse tax elements are just a massive headache, this is huge. Lineglo is enterprise grade and it's globally ready. It already understands highly specific, localized tax terminology across all the major international markets. So whether it's picking up the IVA and NIF in Spain, the CFDI and UUID in Mexico, or sales tax and EINs in the US, the AI adapts instantly. It is built for global compliance from day one.
Section 3. Efficiency and total control.
Let's talk about speed, because these numbers are basically a mic drop. When we look at the average processing and cloud save time per document, what do we see? A traditional scanner takes about 120 seconds. The common apps currently on the market? Around 45 seconds. Lineglo Scan? 8 seconds. The competition is painfully, draggingly slow compared to that 8-second processing time. When you are processing hundreds of documents, that speed differential is massive. And because of that incredible speed, you get real-time visibility. The old way of doing business meant handing over a literal shoebox of receipts and then waiting weeks for accounting to crunch the numbers for the month-end close. Not anymore. With this, a marketing director has instant fiscal data right there on their smartphone. Imagine knowing your exact spend on a massive event without waiting for the month-end close. You know your spend and potential deductions right now, today. Oh, and for anyone who has ever accidentally washed a receipt in their jeans pocket, guilty, or let it fade in the sun on a rental car dashboard, you can rest easy. The original digital copy is never lost, even if the physical paper is completely destroyed. Every document is preserved permanently with all its verified data, so a torn or faded receipt no longer equals a lost tax deduction.
Section 4. Bank-grade security.
Your IT team can rest totally easy too, because your data is completely locked down. Lineglo operates with AES 256 military-grade encryption. They utilize a zero-trust internal architecture, and they are fully compliant with SOC 2 Type 2, GDPR, and PCI DSS standards for processing payments. The system protects your data at rest and in transit. Your financial intelligence remains completely private, no exceptions.
Section 5. The cost of not automating.
Inaction is actively harming your bottom line. Look at what you are bleeding right now without a system like this in place. You have hours wasted typing manual data month after month. You have massive blind spots in company spend until that monthly close finally happens. You are literally throwing away money on lost deductions from damaged paper, and you're wasting capital on duplicate payments because, let's face it, no human can cross-reference everything perfectly. And during an audit, you have zero clear traceability. I want you to really hear this and let it sink in. Every month without automation is time your company will never get back. You can always make more money, but time is the one single asset a business cannot buy back. If your team is stuck in the past, your growth is stunted. So we arrive at the final question. Are you ready to stop typing? The market is moving incredibly fast right now, and the advertising hype on tools like this is entirely justified. Are you going to let your competitors reclaim their time while your sales and marketing teams are still stuck manually typing? Upgrading your fiscal workflow isn't just about adopting new tech. It's about reclaiming your momentum, eliminating risk, and stepping fully into the modern way of doing business. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I highly encourage you to go take a closer look at what Lineglo Scan can do for your organization today.